Gaffer, we've just said it there, the lads have given absolutely everything tonight.
It's exactly what I said to them in the change room after the game. As a manager, as staff, we can't ask any more of them tonight. I think that the performance, the resilience, the determination, the energy of the team, right down to the last minute, even slates in the last minute, ensuring they didn't score another goal, that sort of desire. If we show that between now and the end of the season, we'll have no problems. That's for sure. I'm obviously disappointed to lose the game, but to play, was it 80 minutes with 10 men, and we had a big chance at the end. H had a big chance with a header where, on another day, if he'd scored it, it would have been a result that I think our performance merited.
It was, wasn't it? It felt like we deserved something from that because every man has run themselves into the ground.
Yeah, and I think you see by our supporters' reaction at the end of the game, they know how much the players gave. They couldn't have given any more tonight. I'm just really disappointed for them because when you put that much effort into a game and you've got nothing to show for it, it's disappointing. But in terms of me as a manager, I can't ask any more than the players gave tonight. It was a resilient performance. Obviously after the sending off, I changed the system because the one thing I believe when you go down to 10 men is that you get spread and teams are able to penetrate in the wider areas. So we played with a back five to nullify that and look to hit them on the counter-attack, and we did that on a number of occasions. We just couldn't find the breakthrough, but a really strong performance for us. And now we must focus in on Saturday and ensuring that we get energy back into those legs, because that will be a key factor this weekend.
Hands up, we have to say that we did start the game slowly, but we were coming into it just as that sending off happened.
I actually thought we started the first few minutes well, that's the truth, but then we gave up 3 or 4 chances on our right hand side. We didn't get to grips with it, and then we began to build into the game again. After going a goal down and a player down, we responded brilliantly. A great finish from Gary Miller, and we were always in the game. We're always in the game, and they were holding on at the death. We had to throw caution to the wind a little bit, and even our goalkeeper ended up in the box. So I think that in that respect we tried to get something, but obviously the disappointing factor is, as I just said, that when you put such an effort into the game, you deserve more.
A tough place to come anyway, a great team to play against. You go down to 10 men. What did you see of the incident that made that game so much harder? I
didn't actually see the incident. I can honestly say that I didn't see the incident. I'll need to review it before I make any comment on it. Obviously the fourth official must have seen something, but I'm unaware of anything at this moment in time, so I don't want to really comment on something that I didn't see.
Answers the obvious question we have to ask about whether there'll be an appeal or anything like that.
Well, again, that depends on what we see in the footage, so we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Gary Miller, you pushed him forward in that little reshape that you had. Wow, what a goal.
A great goal. I think that's when you play with the wing backs. It's a key factor in that shape that they have to contribute in an attacking sense, and they certainly did that. Danny on the left and Gaz on the right. But a really accomplished finish, a really good finish. Good touch and set, and then a strike into the bottom corner. But we've just nothing to show for such a valiant effort and such a courageous performance, and that's a disappointing thing.
You mentioned the fans, they've seen there's loads for us to take away from this.
Loads, loads, and you can see the way they reacted to the team at the end, that they were very appreciative of the efforts that they made, and that's all you can ask. When you go and watch your team, the one thing you want to see is courage and effort. Once you get that, I think you'll get supporters behind you, and they've seen that in abundance tonight.
A lot of passion around the game. We'll have to get that out of the lads as well over the next few days.
Yeah, there was a lot of passion. It spilled over a little bit into the tunnel and the corridor here, but that's football. When you're a team and a staff that want to win, you're always going to get incidents like that. It was an emotional game, an emotional time, and things like that do happen in football when you care as much as I think our players do.
You're very much a manager who takes the game, takes what you can out of it, but looks to the next one straight away.
Of course, and the next one is a game at home, and we've been on a great run of form, and as I said after Saturday's draw, we want to win our home games, and that'll be no different. Hopefully we'll achieve the 8,000 supporters that we're so desperately wanting to get, and it'll be a wonderful atmosphere. So it's a game that we're all looking forward to, and a game that we want to win, obviously.
Normally after a defeat you'd say you want the boys to react. It's not that kind of defeat.
No, it's not, and that's the ironic thing. All I ask is in the next game we get the same level of effort. If we get that, then we'll win the game. I've got no doubts about that. But that all I can say is I'm disappointed for the group because they deserve better.
And we've seen more from the likes of O'Hare, from Scougal, from Cullen even coming on. Yeah. These are lads who are ready to go. Yeah,
of course. But I obviously respect the lads that have been here and got the team into the position they're in. And the good thing was we had a consistent ref tonight. He was very consistent in all aspects of his performance, so that's all you can ask, consistency.
I don't want to push you on that because I know where it will lead us, but you do want something from the referee, a little bit of backing every now and then.
No, he was consistent in his performance, there's no doubt, and I genuinely mean that, he was consistent. But you can read into that any way you wish.
Gaffer, thanks for your time.